DTC Live On Air is powered by Bright Pill by Sage. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking with founder of helloSKIN, Natalie James, on what it really means to build a disruptor brand in a category as big as beauty and be able to stand out from the rest of the crowd, and how she's experimented across different channels for growing the business, such as TV advertising, PR, and really understanding that those traditional methods of advertising are no longer a thing of the past. Welcome, Natalie. Thank you so much for joining us today. Would you mind giving us a bit of an introduction on yourself, a little bit about what you do and your amazing brand, helloSKIN?
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. My name's Natalie James. I'm the founder of helloSKIN, and we're the UK's first dissolvable skincare brand.
What does that mean?
So all of our products dissolve in boiling water in under 10 seconds after use. So our tagline is glow responsibly, because we want to help people glow more responsibly.
And that has a big impact on environmental use. Has that kind of been like the driver in starting that type of product and creating it?
Yeah, I'm really into sustainability, and also I love beauty as well. So it's kind of pairing the two together. There's so much beauty waste in the world, not just the country. And there are so many products that you, especially face masks and sheet masks, that you just use for about 10 minutes and then just they get added to the beauty waste. Mm-hmm. So creating helloSKIN was to kind of help eradicate that issue. And hopefully we're on the way to doing that. But using the dissolvable products, it takes our customers on a journey, not just to understand how the product works, but also what it can not do for the environment.
And that's like a bit of like a disruptor category in beauty. Like, what kind of gave that idea or that mission? Like, did you work in beauty beforehand that kind of helped, open your eyes to what was happening out there?
It's more my obsession with beauty, to be honest. I've always loved everything to do with skincare, beauty, makeup, fashion. And I used to spend, or I still do, spend a lot of money on beauty products. But the amount of product I throw away, it was insane. And I was like, is there a way to tackle this? I didn't just want to focus on the price point of a product or whether the product was clean or not. I wanted to focus on creating a product that you can use and literally just watch dissolve away like helloSKIN does, so that we're not damaging the environment. And
did you, like when you initially launched, did you have to help educate the consumer a little bit more, like help them see the difference in, buying your product in comparison to, one of the other sheet masks that's on the market?
Yeah, education is a big thing with helloSKIN. Because our products are dissolvable, we make a big effort to educate our customers and our community. We create videos showing just exactly how the products dissolve. On every single piece of packaging, we have instructions as to how to dissolve the product. And even when we're talking to customers and there's a customer inquiry about the product that's not necessarily to do with the dissolving element, we always finish our email with, don't forget to dissolve your product after use. This is how you do it. And it's just that ongoing education, which I think is important.
Yeah.
And the feedback we've had from customers has been crazy, because they're like, they love the product and they've used so many different eye masks, but they've never used ones that can dissolve after use. And I think that's the awareness that we really wanted to make and the education that we wanted to provide.
Yeah. And how is that translated across like social channels? Has it helped with virality?
It's definitely helped. We have a really great community on social media, and it's continuing to grow. And that dissolvable element still continues to surprise people on socials. But it does, as you said, it does kind of go across on there. We've got so many different creators that we work with, so many customers that create content for us. And they do like to show that dissolvable element. People are always in the comments saying things like, I bought these and then I watched them dissolve after, or I dissolve them with my daughter or my son. And yeah, it's nice to see our customer base and our social media community being involved in helping everyone to glow responsibly and helping to slowly eradicate beauty waste one step at a time.
Amazing. And talk to me about like the start of the journey, going through that, like from the idea through to production and sampling. Was there any kind of early on moments that you know, doubted what you was building, or was it always kind of like, no, this is definitely going to work, like I know what I'm getting into? Or
there were definitely moments of doubt. I have huge imposter syndrome, so there are definitely moments of doubt. And I think it took maybe just over a year or so to really perfect what we were bringing to the market. I think when I initially launched, I felt the angle that I was using was more of a gimmick, and I didn't like that. I really needed to refine it. It's a high performance brand, or a high performance product, sorry. So the products that we create, they work quite instantly. As soon as you put them on your skin, you feel that instant hydration. If you wear our masks for at least 10 plus minutes, you see the differences. So I really wanted to convey that at the beginning. And I felt when we initially launched, I wasn't hitting the mark. So I did pull back, focused, delved a little deeper, got help where I needed to really create or turn helloSKIN into what it is today.
yeah, I suppose that's good that you kind of saw that, because I suppose you can get carried away as you build in, you're excited, it's doing what you want it to, and to kind of have that realization and think, no, this isn't quite right.
It was extremely humbling, because I guess I had the mindset, oh, I'm going to create this amazing brand and everyone's going to love it. But in reality, at the beginning, people didn't love it. And that's okay. And that helped me to realize, you know what? It's not there. I know it's not there. They know it's not there. So I need to go back to the drawing board. And I wouldn't have done it any other way. I really enjoyed the process of working out what helloSKIN will be. I enjoyed the process of tweaking little things. For example, our packaging for our our charcoal eye masks, that used to be white cardboard packaging that I really hated. And now it's quite chic, it's a lot more premium, and our customers absolutely love it. And I think just making all of those tweaks and changes, even if it did take over a year, 100% worth it.
Yeah, I don't think that seems that crazy either, like to go through that process and do all of that within a year. I think you did well to drive that forward.
It felt like forever. I was just like, I just want to launch again. But no, I think, I had to take that time. Yeah.
And what are you doing to kind of continue to drive like demand and excitement around like product and new launches and the brand itself? So
with helloSKIN, we position ourselves obviously as we're a skincare brand, but we're not your usual skincare brand. We're quite fashion led. So in terms of our campaigns and the way we work with creators and the content that we create, it's not super clinical. We kind of add a bit of style to it. So for example, we've got content where someone's in a restaurant eating spaghetti, wearing eye masks, or we've got people on the go wearing that eye mask, because who says that you have to wear them at home? Yeah. They're doing the job wherever you are, but you don't have to be in your bathroom wearing your eye masks. That's what we've been, I guess, taught to do, just do skincare at home, which I guess is easier. But it was something so simple. If you're on your way out and your eyes are a bit puffy and you haven't got makeup on, just pop on your eye masks. By the time you finish your train journey, you'll be fine.
You'll be looking fresh.
Yeah, so we just add a twist to it. We make it a bit more fun, and it's resonated well. We've got that element of fun. We throw in a bit of pop culture. I think we just want to stand out.
Yeah, not fit in with the rest of the typical clean standard beauty that can.
Yeah, we're not. While some of our imagery does have white backgrounds, we're not that plain bog standard like white background brand. Yeah. We want to show that we're something a bit different, while being high performance at the same time.
Yeah. And did you do like a mix of promotional press? Like what did you do to kind of get the name out there as you launched?
So we had some organic press, which was great, and that's kind of continued. So it's been really helpful, I would say. Like press really started to build that authority, and I would say the social authority that we kind of wanted. Press helped with that. We've had features in like Sheer Luxe, which was one of my favourites. That was completely out of the blue. I saw an influx in sales and I was like, what's going on? And it turns out that we were featured on Sheer Luxe's The Edit. So that was really exciting. And we've had features in Forbes, in Vogue, I think, all the national newspapers now. So we've had a good range of coverage.
Do you see like when you are featured in these like more traditional like PR routes, are you seeing like that influx in sales from everything? Or because I think like a lot of people don't, or a lot of brands don't necessarily invest as much into like more that traditional PR route, and I think there's still like a huge opportunity for
100%. I would never say no to PR. It's a completely helpful tool. My background is in PR, so that helps quite a bit. I know what the journalists want to see. I know what they don't want to see.
Yeah.
I know what can be helpful. I kind of know how to position the brand. So I think PR is a very, very valuable tool that all founders and businesses should be using. And that can be, and like PR covers so many things. It covers press coverage, but it also covers working with creators. So there's a good balance there. And with us, we do a bit of both. I wouldn't say that we focus heavily on PR, but especially with launches, we'll do a press release. We'll get the story out there. We'll send products to journalists and get them to review it. And I think that's really important.
And so does it tie into like your bigger creator strategy that you're using for content creators as well? Do you follow a similar route to it, or is it
I think
separate?
with us, content creation is evergreen. It's just an ongoing thing. We always kind of want to stay front of mind with creators, not only to educate them on the brand, but to get feedback. What do you like? What don't you like? We found that to be quite educational. We've also got so many content creators that we work with that are genuine fans of the brand, which is really, really nice. And we get DMs daily, people being like, I love the brand, can I try this, can I try that? Or when are you launching this, what's next? And it's just such a nice feeling to think that I created this in my East London living room, and now there are people literally asking me, what are you releasing next?
Yeah, can't wait for it.
Yeah.
And what does your like content creator program look like? How are you accepting most people? Do you have like a specific...
We're not that strict.
Okay.
Because skincare is for everyone. There's no, like, we work with guys, we work with women, we work with women of all, like, people of all ages. Some content creators we work with are 60 plus. So because skincare is it's not a one size fits all, but with our products, it's for everyone. We are completely inclusive. So there's nothing... All that we ask is that you create quality content.
Yeah.
And that you don't say bad things about the brand unless it's unless we've done something extremely wrong. But we are also open to feedback. So yeah, we've not really got a strict program that we follow. We're quite open, we're quite accepting. We are sending out products all the time to creators. Yesterday, our warehouse just sent out, I think, about 100 products to creators. And this year, we've got some new products launching. So we're going to be sending out some more exciting like PR boxes and mailers that are a bit more immersive to kind of get our creators just a bit more involved.
Yeah, and I think it's like makes it a bit inspirational as well then, doesn't it? When they feel that it's not just, standard products, like here's how you can get more of a feel for the brand and who we are.
Exactly. I remember our first ever PR mailer we sent out, because all of our products add instant hydration. I was like, why don't we send out a mailer that's all about hydration? And then I was like, well, what will that include? I didn't want to include hydration sachets, and I didn't want to include a bottle of water. So we sent out the products in a box with a water bottle that was branded. And it went down well, but I was just like, you know what, we could have done better. So there's a lot going into the next set of mailers. They're going to be a lot better than just like a water bottle and a product.
To see what you come up with there. Do you have like any, are you looking at things like followers? Like, do you go for more micro influencers? What does that kind of span?
Definitely, we work with a lot of micro influencers. Followers are not a big deal. It's more about quality. It's quality over quantity, because you could have 1 million plus followers and your content is not that great, or you don't get a lot of engagement.
Yeah.
So we've got some favourite like micro creators who are, I think they're under like 10K, but the content they create is amazing. It's content that we're able to reuse with their permission. And because we reuse it, they then create more content for us, and it's just that nice relationship. We've built some good relationships with smaller creators, and we definitely are open to working with more smaller creators. It's not about the numbers for us. It's just if you like the brand, you create good content and you want to work with us, why not?
It's a real, like, I got sent a content creator brief the other day with a brand that I really like, and I'm friends with them, and they said, do you want to do some for some free products? And I was like, I love beauty, I love skincare. Like, yeah, sure, why not? And I thought I was just going to be doing like a UGC review of the product. And then I saw the brief come through and I was like, oh my God, this is like way not for me. Like the amount of work that would have had to go into it, and like the filming and the angles. And I thought like, it kind of opened my eyes a little bit more.
How much
like,
work goes into it? Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, like I can't commit to that. Like, but like it gave me a lot more appreciation for the amount of work that goes into content
that's really
creation.
interesting, because we work with UGC creators as well who we pay, and I think for UGC we'll give a bit more of a specific brief, but again, it's not, we don't talk about angles, we don't say it must look like this or it must look like that. We're more like, we just prefer like a clean background, bright lighting, not too dark. And if we have specific references and we're like, oh, we'd love for you to recreate something like this, then we'll share that. And then we just have our general brand guidelines, like having, you know, the brand name on show as opposed to having the packet backwards, which no one would do. But
unless they're
but sometimes I know that there are brands that send out huge guidelines to creators who they're not paying to create content for free. And with us, it's more of, when we're contacting creators, it's like, we love your content, we'd love to send you some product on a complimentary basis or a gifted basis, and we'd love to see how you create content with it. It's no obligation, but I guess we're just happy to kind of send product out to people that are willing, and we just won't give you the big briefs.
Yeah.
We're not trying to waste your time. We just want to work with you.
Just want to get some good content. Have you tried any kind of like influencers yet?
Oh, define influencer, because it's so loose now.
Yeah, I mean, for me, when I'm talking about, I'm talking about like maybe more dogs. Like the big well-known influencers, or like, because we've got like a brand that's a part of our community that does, you know, a ton of like influencer gifting, and they've never really paid for placement, but they've had the Kardashians, Molly May, like all of these like big influencers using the product. Yeah.
So I have been trying to get in contact with Molly May's team for years. I never get a response because I'd love to send her product. There are definitely a bunch of big influencers that we want to gift, just because we see them using eye masks all the time. We're like, use ours. And I think, I think my wish list, Molly May and Olivia Attwood.
Yeah.
So like, if Olivia Attwood is watching the pod and she's like, I want the helloSKIN eye masks, like, I'll send it to you. So
just let us know, Olivia. And I also want Molly May to speak at our Manchester conference as well.
Oh,
that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So still working on that.
Okay.
So
if
I get her there, you can
I'll be there. 100%. Yeah.
So talk to me about like what's happened recently with like Channel 4, because that's quite like an interesting and different like way to get publicity as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that was super exciting. So long story short, I won a competition with Channel 4 and Enterprise Nation and Constant Contact. So the prize was a £100,000 Channel 4 advert.
Wow. To
basically showcase my brand. Didn't think I'd win, but I won. I had to pitch to a panel of judges, completely Dragon Den style, and there was actually an ex-dragon there. I was super nervous. I did not think I was going to get it. The day of the pitch, which was the day that we found out that I won, I remember sitting in the room and my husband was there, and I was just like, I'm content with the fact that I haven't won. And then we went in and they said my name, and I was like,
Was it one winner?
It was 3 winners, 3 women. So it's myself, Jennifer and Laura. So Laura owns a food brand. Jennifer owns a shoe brand that focuses on bunions.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah. Cala Shoes, yeah. So all 3 of us, and it was super exciting. And then it was time to get to work. So I had kind of started to think about what I wanted the advert to be. And basically, I love all things 90s, 2000s, because that's when I grew up. So I was like, I want my advert to be like that. I want it to be a mix of Clueless and Mean Girls and Jawbreaker and The Virgin Suicides and all the things that I love. So I worked with Dojo Films, who are the production company, and I worked with them pretty much every day.
Wow.
Showing them, I gave them access to my Pinterest board, which was a really big deal because it's quite personal to me. But I was like, this is my Pinterest board. It's an insight into my brain. See what you can come up with. And they kind of came back to me with some ideas, which I tweaked. And then we came up with an idea that I loved, and we shot it in, I think, September. And interestingly, one of the models is in my helloSKIN campaign anyway. So I was like, I would love you in the advert. And we had another great model in there too. But we shot it. It was an amazing experience, like really, really nice experience. The team was great. And then next thing you know, my advert was on TV, like in November. And it was surreal, but the response was just amazing. So many people loved it. I think when I told people that I won the advert, I think they were expecting just plain Jane, here's the product advert with a voiceover. And then when they saw it, they were like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Wow.
And then the customer response, again, that was something else. That was amazing.
And what was obviously you didn't, obviously you invested time into building it all, but you didn't like pay for the placement.
No.
Like what was the ROI, or did it open your eyes into like a new form of advertising?
Yeah. The return on investment, it was priceless, to be honest. Our sales went through the roof. It opened us up to so many new customers. I think our biggest sale day was the maths reunion. I don't watch maths.
What is that?
Married at First Sight.
Oh, maths, sorry. I thought you said the maths.
Oh.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I don't watch Married at First Sight. I'm a Love Is Blind girl.
Yeah.
So I don't watch Married at First Sight. But yeah, I like the sales, just like the website almost crashed.
Wow.
And I was like, what? I kept getting all these messages and I was like, what's going on? And all these emails. And then my friend was like, your advert just came on during Married at First Sight's reunion.
Did they not say to you, this is the time?
Well, they gave me a schedule, but
Yeah.
the schedule was subject to change. And Maths Reunion wasn't on there. So I was like, oh, it's not going to be on there. And I'd seen it already. So I was like, I'm not going to watch every single spot. But yeah, they played it during the Maths Reunion, and that was our biggest day of sales. Yeah, and we had people buying in bulk. Like, we didn't just have people buying one product. People were buying 2 sets of the bundles, or they were buying one product like times 5. It was just insane, but it was extremely, I keep using the word humbling, but that's what it was. All these people saw my product on TV and they loved it and they wanted to buy it. And I'm definitely going to do TV advertising again.
Yeah.
I'm speaking with Channel 4. They've said that, that the advert performed really well and they're pleased at how well it performed for me. So we're in conversation.
That's so exciting. Again, it's just like another form that people are thinking, we don't want to invest in that. Like, we're all in on Meta, or we're all in on Amazon and all these other like channels that you can kind of invest in. And I think a lot of these more traditional, like older routes to market are kind of making a comeback, and people are seeing the results.
And I've not done Meta ads yet at
Oh,
all. So
that's really good.
It's on my list to do, but we've not had the urge or need to do it yet.
Yeah.
But I'm looking into it because I'm like, I can't not do it forever. But yeah, we've been okay without Meta ads.
Yeah.
So it's not too shabby.
No, a lot of people would be like very jealous of that. You've not got that bill coming every month. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
So with like the whole process from start to finish of like that competition, then was the whole thing getting ready to do a pitch? That was how you was going to win.
Yeah. So I remember I entered the competition on a whim because I got an email and I was like, oh, I'll enter. I enter competition emails all the time. So I was like, I'll just enter. And then I got an email saying you've been shortlisted. And I was like, what? And then I got the shortlist. I was shortlisted to 8 people. And then it was the pitch. And they were like, this is what you need to do. This is how long you've got. And I remember I was going on holiday. So I was in Egypt. And I was basically, working on my pitch on holiday. And I did that for the first 3 days, and I was like, you know what, I'm on holiday. I'm not going to do it. And then I just remember the night before the pitch, I was on my laptop all night, I think about till 3 a.m, just perfecting it, tweaking it, because I'm a Canva girl, so I was on Canva, and I was like, this needs to look pretty. It wasn't looking pretty. And I just kept tweaking it, and I ended up going to bed about 4 a.m, and I was like, I can't do anything else.
No.
It's just going to be what it is. And I think it was more the things that I said as opposed to what I showed on the screen that maybe helped. And some of the judges said to me, you know, it was your passion and it was the way you spoke about your brand. And then I also did a demonstration as well. So I had a flask of boiling water that I was like, it's not staying hot. I need you to top it up. So I had a kettle, someone from the kitchen like bring me a kettle just before I went in. And I had the hot water, and I remember my hand was shaking while I put the mask in and was stirring it, but obviously it dissolved. And then
It was like, even though you knew it was going to dissolve, was like, oh my God, imagine.
Yeah, I was like, what if it doesn't happen? What if the water's not hot enough? Yeah, I remember I was shaking because like the glass was like that. But yeah.
Good. And did just last bit on like TV, did that drive anything other than sales? Did it drive like any investor conversations or anything unexpected? Did it come from
definitely. Definitely investors. They came knocking. Yeah, there were quite a few investors that came knocking that some I'm still in kind of conversation with, but I'm just not sure if I'm ready to take investment. My LinkedIn definitely blew up. All the sales messages. It helped with press, but it helped kind of solidify our place within skincare just a little bit more. It provided trust. People saw a brand on TV. They see it in the press. They were just like, we trust this brand.
Yeah.
Of course, it drove loads of like traffic and sales to the website. It's helped open our doors for retail.
Yeah.
So we're having some like really great conversations. We're onboarding with a few good retailers at the moment that I can't talk about.
Any guesses or hints?
But we have just launched on Just My Look, which is exciting because I shop on there anyway. So it's cool to be on there. And I think their customer base, their socials, it really kind of speaks to helloSKIN. And I think it's a great partnership. So that's super fun. But the ones that are coming next are quite exciting.
Some big daddies.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's also helped us branch abroad as well. So we're onboarding with a US retailer. And that was just from like a cold pitch where we included the advert.
So it just gave that like backing.
Yeah. The advert and the press has helped. It's just helped, give us that extra backing and social proof, trust, authority. Yeah.
DTC Live On Air is powered by Bright Pill by Sage. Let's talk about like the less sexy pieces of running an e-com brand. Like
all of it.
Like operationally. So like scaling and obviously like dealing with an influx of sudden business can be like pressing on your operational setup, can't it? Like what about like the fulfillment side of things? Have you fulfilled yourself? Do you work with a 3PL? And like when did that pressure happen or change?
So started off fulfilling myself and I was like, I can do this. I was wrong. So I'm with a really good 3PL in Essex who have completely helped transform the business. Honestly, they're a godsend. I have to shout them out. They're called Hutch. But they're really, really great. They manage everything from, I guess, B2B orders. So any kind of wholesale orders we have, all of our customer orders. They have a customer aftercare department. So our customers can click a link and if they need to change their address or phone number or whatever, they can do that without having to contact helloSKIN directly. They get tracking texts. It's just super helpful. They manage everything so well that the customer doesn't really have to ask any questions.
Oh, that's good. So reduce all that customer service.
It reduces it so much. And I think one of the things that we're quite proud of is that we've never had any returns as a brand.
Oh, wow.
Part of that is because of Hutch.
Yeah.
They also help with just, I guess, managing the stock, and it's just taken such a weight off. I didn't realise how much they would help. I thought, they're just going to ship out products, but they cover so many different bases. They check in with me on WhatsApp. They're helping me with the launch in the US because they have a US warehouse. So that helps quite a bit with all the logistics. I don't have to ship directly from...
Oh, that'd just be a nightmare.
Yeah, I shipping from my factory to England, then out to America, it would cost a bomb.
Yeah.
So being able to just ship it straight to the States and they deal with it from the warehouse, it's going to help so much. Yeah.
And like we often like to talk about how logistics and that back end piece all ties in with like your retention model as well. Like what are you doing from a retention standpoint to kind of keep those customers coming back?
So I think the shipping is really important. So when you go onto a product page on our website, it tells you the exact date that your product will arrive from the time of order, but it also shows the process. So for example, today it would show order date, processing maybe tomorrow, and then delivery the day after. So we try to deliver products within 1 to 3 days. There are different shipping options as well. And I think that's helped to keep our customers and retain them and bring them back. And I think just the access to customer service as well. So being able to get that instant response. Our responses are usually within a few hours as opposed to 24 hours. It's important to kind of get back to our customers as soon as possible so they keep coming back to us. And if there are any issues, we'll always send a complimentary gift or give a discount. So for example, if there's a customer whose product has arrived and, I don't know, there's damage to the packaging or something that's happened in transit, we'll be like, well, don't worry, we'll just send you out another product for free. Or if there's an off chance and your product hasn't arrived on time, we're like, we'll send you out another one on an express delivery. Yeah. We'll do whatever it takes to keep our customers and to keep them happy and to keep them part of the family.
And what about things like subscription and loyalty and like that post-purchase experience with like your emails? Is that something that you've looked into or invested into?
Yeah, definitely. So our email marketing's a big part of the business. Our email marketing definitely embraces our social media voice. So it's that element of fun, but also a lot of education. We give out offers, but we don't do offers all the time. We do enough, I guess, to keep the customers coming back, but we don't send you an email every day saying here's 20% off. We don't clog up your inbox and spam you. We just send you informative or helpful or fun information to help customers stay around. And our email marketing's definitely changed over the past year because I will admit I wasn't investing too much into it. But as soon as I started to, I saw that change. We celebrate people on their birthdays. They get a free gift. We do offer subscriptions as well. And we will be launching a newer and improved subscription service. I would say our biggest subscribed to product are our signature peptide eye masks in the tub, just because that's our hero product. It's our bestseller. And that's the one that the advert really kind of spotlighted as well. So the subscriptions have definitely increased for that. But I would like to, I think, add a bit more to the website and to the company around subscriptions.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of an education piece again there as well. Like we want people to subscribe because we know that they're going to run out of product at a certain time and we want them to keep coming back. And we know that once they've tried it and they've become a bit sticky, it makes more sense to them. But I think there's still like sometimes a bit of a resistance for people to hit that subscribe button. And I think we need to kind of not just offer a little discount with it to encourage them, but like what else can we say or do as to why it's the right choice for them?
Exactly. I don't want people to think that, we just want to take your money. I want our subscriptions to be beneficial. So I think we really need to just work on how we can make them more beneficial to you.
Yeah. And talk a little bit about being a founder. So what's been like one of the hardest decisions that you've had to make as a founder?
Every decision is hard for me, to be honest. I'm really indecisive. I think
I am as well as a founder. And I think you're expected not to be indecisive as a founder.
Yeah.
And do you like think about as well, like, you know, boardroom, like just picturing like boardroom meetings and big CEOs, and it's like, nope, that's the decision. That's what we're going to make now. And I'm like, that's just not me.
No, I'm just like, do I want to do this? Don't I? Should I do some research on it? Should I go on TikTok? Let me have a go on TikTok. But
Source of all truth.
Yeah, I find it really hard to make decisions. I think I think one of the biggest decisions, definitely the 3PL, I think, because it is an additional cost that we're going to be paying, but it's for peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might have been the biggest one to date. But I think my next biggest one will be, am I taking investment?
Yeah.
And do I want to do a raise? I need to start thinking about that stuff, because there are a lot of people that are saying, you know, you're the perfect candidate, you should do this, you should do that. But why?
I know.
Why should I do it?
I've heard a lot of horror stories, especially with female founders. And
indecisive ones as well.
but it's not just like, it's being offered and being able to raise the capital, but also making the wrong decision can be so detrimental to the business and to you as well as a founder, and the one that's got to deal with it day in, day out.
Exactly.
So I think if you can just seek as much advice as possible from as many people and other founders as possible before making a decision, like, it's imperative, because even people that I know that have been in business for years and years and years have taken the wrong, you know, investor, or they've made the wrong decision, and it's just been horrific for them.
Yeah, I think it's something I really need to think about. And I mean, who doesn't say no to money? But do I need to say yes at this point in time?
Yeah.
Can I wait? I think, like, we're still such a young business. We're only 3 years in, and I think the past year has been our biggest year to date. So I need to kind of work out, I need to learn from the past year. I need to continue to make the decisions that I've been making that have been right, and learn from mistakes that I've made before I potentially make another big decision or a mistake.
Yeah. And hopefully it won't be.
No.
But yeah, do take time and think on that one. What about, like, with team members, like the hiring, the firing? Like, that's possibly one of the hardest decisions to make as a founder and running a business.
I work with a lot of freelancers as well. So there's been a bit more flexibility with them, but I have had a situation where I've had to kind of cut ties with someone. It just wasn't working. It wasn't. They were a lovely person, but there's a specific vision I have, and there's a specific way of working I have, and I know everyone can't work the same way, but there's also a way you can't work in a business setting, and unfortunately that was the case, and we just completely had to cut ties.
Yeah. I mean, company culture is everything, though.
Yeah.
And, like, you've really got to lead by how you want that to be, because you're the one and the only one that can drive that culture forward.
Exactly. And I'm super laid back. I'm not a monster, but at the end of the day, it's the company that I've created. It's my baby. I can't have people involved that are not 100% in.
No.
And you just need to have your head screwed on. Yeah.
What did it teach you about, like, your leadership skills?
It taught me that I can be a lot more cutthroat than I thought I could be. Because I was umming and ahhing for quite a while. Should I do this? Should I make this decision? And I think with the help of some meditation, I was able to kind of be like, you know what, if you want to move forward, you need to make this decision.
Yeah.
It just taught me that if I have to do something, I will.
Yeah, that's good. I've recently started reading angel cards.
Oh, cool.
Because I felt like I needed some kind of, like, guidance in some decisions.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you feel like you're facing those difficult decisions in your business day in, day out. And I was like, I just need, like, some positivity.
Some help. Yeah.
I need some, like, I want to introduce, like, positive affirmations into my thinking and my day to day, and it's really helped me.
That's so good. I mean, I think because I'm always so, like, I'm just like work all the time. I have to escape, and my escape is like a really good TV show or like a lovely movie, just something, or a good book. Sometimes I can't be switched on all the time, because there was a time where I was really close to burnout and it wasn't healthy.
No.
So I take more time now to just switch off and be like, okay, I'm just going to take a few hours and not think about work, or not pick up my phone, or not look at my emails. And that has definitely helped, because I think when I think about how I was before, my phone was glued to my hand. And I was always just like refreshing my emails, or being like, I need to respond to this now.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you don't respond to the email immediately, it's okay. Yeah.
It does take time to learn that, though. Like, I'm 9 years in to running a business, and I still the same. Like, no, it is okay
It's
to
okay.
not be on my phone
Yeah.
all the time. And are you like pushing yourself more and more to like work more and more, or have you tried to kind of claim some of that time and space back for you and you and your family?
I'm a workaholic, but the weekends I kind of keep. It's like me and my husband.
Yeah.
But he does understand as well. So I mean, we were on holiday last year, the end of last year, and I had to do a panel while we were on holiday. So I had to like do a Zoom. I think we're on the other side of the world. I had to do a Zoom at like 7 a.m. But he understood it. Like he got it.
Yeah.
If I was on my laptop for the whole holiday, he wouldn't have understood. But he understood that was a commitment that I'd made, and it was, it was for the business. So yeah.
That's good. You've got to have someone that like supports your career, because it's not 9 to 5.
No, it's 24/7.
It is,
Yeah.
and like something could break in the middle of the night and you'd have to get up and you'd have to sort it out, or something could go down while you're on holiday and that takes your priority. And I think you've definitely got to have that support network around you, whether that's like your partner or family, that can help.
100%. I mean, I travelled during Black Friday for the first time.
Oh, gosh.
And I was like,
Did
why
you?
am I going?
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
not
like,
doing
why
this
am I-
again.
Yeah, I was like, why did I leave? But because of my warehouse, it was actually okay. And because everything I'd signed everything off and I kind of knew what was happening. It was kind of just me watching it unfold.
Yeah.
So it was kind of helpful. But at the same time, I just wanted to be there and just be in England.
I know, yeah. Maybe not next.
No.
Not this year. We'll take that off. So like looking forward, or looking at like where you are at the moment now, like how are you, do you have like a vision in mind for the company? Are you sticking to the vision that you set out when you rebranded and you relaunched? Like, or are you adapting based on like markets? Where do you see everything going?
We're definitely sticking to the original vision, but the plan is to expand the range and then move into supplements.
Okay.
So, I mean, with helloSKIN, we're focused on hydration, but we also have different segments. So we've got like our collagen products, we've got our peptides, we've got our espresso products, which have caffeine in it. We've got the charcoal products. So we will be adding different masks with different vitamins and stuff inside, different active ingredients. But my goal, I would love to do collagen supplements and just expand more so that I can cover more under the word skin, because skin covers so much. Skin isn't just the outside, it's the inside as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. And what about like killing an idea when you're like, oh, I really, really love it, but it's not working for us. Like we need to drop this.
I'm there at the moment. We have a product launching and I'm 50-50 about it.
Oh, and it's made?
It's
ready
made.
to go?
Yeah. I'm only 50-50 about it because it's not, it exists already on the market, but I feel like ours is slightly different. So I'm like, let me do it. But then the other 50% of me is like, are people just going to see this as the same thing? So I'm sticking with the 50% of me that's like, just do it.
Because you've got so far already.
Yeah. And I'm just going to see how it turns out. It might go well. It's a product that when we do like Q&As on socials, people are asking for. And it keeps coming up. So I'm like, okay, we'll try it.
Something there.
Yeah, let's try it, see what happens. The tweak that we've made, I think, separates it from the rest of the products like that on the market. So, yeah, I'm intrigued to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And will you have you got like a time frame in mind where you're like, if it doesn't hit X by this date, then we're just going to can it all together?
I think, depending when it actually launches, I think I'll give it a year.
Okay.
But I think it will be based on demand. If I've not had a need to restock it, that kind of tells me everything. Because with most of our products, we have to replenish all the time.
Yeah.
And we sell out a lot. So if we don't have that same response, I think that will be my answer.
And what keeps you resilient when momentum dips or when things aren't quite going to plan? Which often happens.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Sometimes I'll just go onto our social media and I look at the comments and I'm like, but people love this.
This is why I'm doing it.
Yeah. And I look at what I've created. I look at like press features we've had. I look at I think our social media really helps. I'll just go on and be like, but this is all you. This is your idea. This is what you've created. I should actually watch the advert and be like, well, that's what you created as well. So yeah, just looking at what I've done, and also sometimes just going on the website and just being like, this is real. You are now actually a contender. We're still small, but yeah, but definitely my goal is to be in Sephora and Selfridges. So yeah, we're a contender, and I'm planning to get there.
Do you want to focus more on D2C or retail?
We do a lot of D2C, but the goal for this year is to focus a lot more on retail, just because our retail partnerships are growing.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to help with brand awareness and customer trust to get into some more retailers.
Yeah.
I'm really keen to get into a supermarket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely, because of the accessibility, because of, as I said, our product's for everyone. So I think...
You don't want to just separate it for the high-end retail?
No, I think we could be in a supermarket, definitely. And I think we've got that wellness aspect and the sustainability aspect as well that could really work. And also, I think a big department store, but because we're with Debenhams already, but online. And obviously the stores don't exist anymore. So definitely more like brick and mortar stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How exciting.
I know.
And when you're still thriving in 10 years' time, what do you think is going to have mattered the most to you?
Oh, God. Praying for 10 years. I think just staying true to myself and staying true to the brand, not deviating from our initial mission.
Yeah.
Staying true to our community and our customers. And I think just overall, like, loyalty to everyone that we work with. I think it's important to just stay as we are, don't change with the times.
Yeah.
So many brands are doing so many things that are just popular or come with the times and what's happening. And I'm just like, well, I think we're just going to stay the same, because I don't want to align with any fads and things like that. So I think just staying true to who we are.
I like it. And last question from me. If you had to dissolve one belief that you had at the start of helloSKIN, what would it be and what's replaced it?
That running a business is easy. It's not easy and it's really expensive. Yeah, I think I saw so many female founders and I'm like, oh, what you're doing is amazing. It looks so fun. It's not fun.
You're only seeing the glamorous
you see
side.
you see the social glamour side, and like, it's really hard, but it's really rewarding. Like, we've done a few community events and just seeing people there and our actual customers, I'm like, oh my gosh, you love my brand. It's so rewarding. And sorry, what was the last part?
What's replaced it?
I don't know if I can answer that yet.
We'll see in the 10 years.
Yeah.
We'll do like a reunion.
We'll do a reunion and
okay.
Just like maths and see what happens in 10 years. But I think as long as I can stay as I am, I think I'll get to the 10-year mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
Yay.
Thank you so much for joining us. That was amazing.
Thank you.
DTC Live On Air is powered by Bright Pill by Sage.